Same thing there. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. First Friday of 2020. How about that? That's pretty crazy, right?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hopefully you all had a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or Festivus. We needed to do the Festivus episode.
Poem.
Damn it. Next year we'll do Festivus.
Right. Sorry,
I got a lot of problems with you people. Yeah, you put a little bit of kibosh on that whole thing.
I put a kibosh on a lot of stuff.
We had to use a substitute Dom for Randy, but that worked out okay.
Worked out.
That's right.
I'm glad it was easier.
Me too. But I'm glad you're here and getting better.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so we haven't done this show in a couple weeks because it's honestly been kind of meh for Final Order Cutoff. There's been not a whole lot of stuff going on because of the holidays, but this we're into 2020. This FOC is no slouch. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to cover in a pretty short amount of time, so we're going to jump right into it. You guys know the drill, hopefully by now. We've been doing this for I don't know how long.
It's our 16th show.
Holy moly, 16 weeks, just about. So all of the titles that we're going to go over, okay, the reason that we're here, we're doing this show for Final Order Cutoff Roundup, or FOC Roundup. FOC is my last chance as a comic book store owner to adjust my numbers on comic book titles that are usually going to ship out in 3 to 4 weeks. So all of the books that we're going to go over are on Final Order Cutoff this Monday, January 6th. And most of these titles are going to be in stores on January 29th. So we got about 23 days, about a month, a couple weeks, 3 weeks, a month, something like that, 3 to 4 weeks out. And so if you don't tell me that you want me to order something off of this list, I might not order enough for, the subs plus a couple on the rack. And so we might not have copies to put on the rack. So that's why this is very important. It allows you to kind of finalize the things that you would like to order very, very specifically before I put my order in on Monday, January 6th at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So the way it works, if you would like to subscribe to anything that we're going to talk about during the show, all you have to do is to comment sub plus the title. So sub Avengers will get you the Avengers issue that's on FOC plus all of the rest of them that follow that. If you just like to pull a specific comic book or a specific cover or multiples of a specific cover, you can comment pull with the title, the variant, and then the number of copies that you would like to order. So if you want 10 copies of the Avengers Marvel X variant, you're going to comment pull Avengers whatever issue number Marvel's X times 10. Okay? Makes sense? I think it makes sense. If you haven't already, make sure you obviously give us a like on our Facebook page. If you're here, why not give us a like? If you haven't, ask your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your roommates, family members. If they like comic books, this is your kind of nerd stop shop, one-stop nerd shop. I don't know. I got nothing, man. And then we also have a YouTube channel. We're very, very close to having enough YouTube subscribers to be able to change our URL for YouTube to make it easier for everybody to find us. But we go live here on Facebook. Then we post this video to our Facebook page. We also post it to our YouTube channel. So if you're not on Facebook for some reason, you can still get all of this information that we're going to cover and let us or your local comic book store know what you'd like to order before this coming Monday, January 6th. So, I think that's it, right? Sorry, you want to hit the...
Let's do it.
You just want to go?
What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time, take back the power. What's your plan
for tomorrow?
All
right. So we are going to jump head first into this stuff. Again, most of this stuff is in stores January 29th. Some of it's a little bit later, including this first one that we're going to go over from our friends at Dark Horse. This is actually in stores on April 1st. That is not an April Fool's joke. We have Critical Role Chronicles of Exandria Mighty 9 hardcover volume 1. This hardcover art collection features a wide variety of gorgeous illustrations from the Critical Role fan community, paired with text by cast members Liam O'Brien and Taliesin Jaffe. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. I apologize. You can journey through Wildmount alongside the motley group known as the Mighty Nine, encompassing the first portion of Critical Role's second campaign. This tome illustrates the adventures of our unlikely heroes as they meet in Trotzenwald, struggle through a heartbreaking encounter with the Iron Shepherds, and much more. Featuring stunning works by fan-favorite artists from the Critter community, The Chronicles of Exandria, The Mighty Nine is a beautiful way to relive all of your favorite moments from the hit show. This big book is 264 pages. It's a hardcover. Because they're labeling it as Volume 1, I'm assuming that they're going to do another one, maybe. It's a cover price of $39.99, but that is not in stores until April 1st. However, orders for this thing are due on Monday. So if you dig Critical Role, if you're getting the comic book series, if you got the Volume 1 hardcover that reprints all of the web comics, let us know before Monday if you would like to order a copy of this so that you can guarantee that you absolutely get one. Okay? Next from Dark Horse, this one is in stores on January 29th. We've got Frankenstein Undone, number 1 of 5. It's a 5-issue. Frankenstein. So this is a sequel to Frankenstein Underground, which was a series that was done by Mike Mignola. It's from the world of Hellboy, so it's kind of a Hellboy tie-in. Frankenstein Underground was an awesome story about kind of a hollow earth and Frankenstein going down there and stuff. This is the sequel to it, Frankenstein Undone. Frankenstein's creator lies dead in the icy grip of the Arctic, and the monster searches for a new purpose. Just as he thinks he's found one with a group of unlikely companions, disaster strikes, and the monster is catapulted out of Mary Shelley's novel and into the world of Hellboy. Bridging Mary Shelley's original Frankenstein novella and Mike Mignola's Frankenstein Underground, this series brings together Mike, Scott Ollie, Ben Stenbeck, Brianna Wagner, and Clem Robbins for an all-new horror adventure in the far north. Cover A on my side is by Ben Stenbeck, who is doing the interior artwork on the series. Cover B on Dom's side is the Mike Mignola cover. 5-issue miniseries, Frankenstein Undone. It's kind of a stretch for our Hellboy subscribers. If you want that, we'll try to ask you. I don't want to auto-sub you to it because it's kind of, like I said, it's a bit of a reach. But if you're a fan of Mignola and his Monsterverse, then let us know. Frankenstein.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. It's a Frankenstein story. Who doesn't like that? It doesn't come around too often.
Missing a rights and cover.
That's right.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. From DC this week, we've got Action Comics 1019 in stores January 29th. One of the biggest battles in Superman history tears through Metropolis as the supervillain team of Lex Luthor, the Legion of Doom, and Leviathan come to change Superman's city forever. That sounds intense, man.
It does.
That's 3 groups of bad guys. Plus, if Lex is bringing the Legion of Doom, I mean, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
The blockbuster creative team of writer Brian Michael Bendis and artists John Romita Jr. and Klaus Janson create a Superman epic for the ages as the Man of Steel deals with the public disclosure of his secret identity. Main cover on my side is by John Romita Jr. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Lucio Perillo, and it is pretty fantastic.
That is good.
Superman has abs and veins for days on that cover.
Man. It works out.
Oh, it's fantastic. All right, cool. The accountant just texted me. They're going to be here at 2 o'clock, so we should be good for a little bit.
Yeah, we're good.
Next from DC, in stores on February 4th, right in time for Valentine's Day, we have DC's Crimes of Passion number 1. So this is their kind of quarterly holiday 80-page giant, just in time for Valentine's Day. It is $9.99. It has 80 pages, all brand new stuff inside of this. It's just a one-shot, though. Passion, betrayal, murder. When you're a private investigator, these are things you experience daily. But when you add capes to the mix, like Batman, Catwoman, and Harley Quinn, things get even messier. The name's Slam Bradley, who it's pretty cool because Slam Bradley was one of the backup features in Detective Comics during the 50s. And Sam is telling you that this year's Valentine's Day special has more intrigue than you can shake a stick at.
That's my porn name.
Slam Bradley?
That's right.
I bet it is. 10 Tales of Love, the kind of love that can push people over the edge, just like Slam Bradley over here.
Right, I guess.
Don't miss it or I'll make you pay. 80-page Valentine's Day giant, $9.99. let us know if you would specifically like a copy of that book. Those things are always fun, though.
Yeah.
And a gorgeous cover by Yasmin Putri for that one right there. I don't know if I should say anything. I'm not going to say anything, but a little birdie told me that our friends may have a store exclusive cover that they are going to be releasing for that particular book.
Okay, cool.
But I'll let them say all that they need to say
awesome.
about that. Yeah, it is cool. I'm excited for that. Next from DC, in stores on January 29th, we have the Detective Comics Annual number 3 with an amazing cover by Steve Rude. It's fantastic. So it's interesting because there are going to be 2 one-shots. I mean, I consider the annual a one-shot, but this annual is specifically going to deal with, this is the Detective Comics Annual number 3, is dealing with the loss of Alfred. There's also a Batman Pennyworth RIP one-shot that's going to come out that's also dealing with the death, the loss of Alfred. Spoiler alert. Of all the mayhem and madness that City of Bane visited upon Batman's world, the death of Alfred Pennyworth has the greatest impact. As Bruce struggles to pick up the pieces of his life, the absence of the man who had always helped him is felt with devastating consequences. With new storm clouds brewing on the horizon, does Bruce Wayne have what it takes to honor his dearest friend's memory? There's only one cover for this guy by Steve Rude. It is $4.99. If you're subscribed to Detective Comics, we will pull a copy of the annual for you. If you are not subscribed to Detective and you'd like a copy of this, please comment, pull Detective Annual number 3, and we'll make sure we have one of those.
Fantastic cover.
Yeah, it's killer. Next up from DC, we have another one shot. This is in stores January 29th. So the 29th of January must be the 5th or 6th week of the month.
So it's light.
Because it's a lot of annuals and one shots and specials and stuff. You'll see when we get to Marvel. This is Superman Heroes number 1, just a one shot. Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, the staff of the Daily Planet, even the Justice League, their lives all changed when Superman revealed his secret identity to the world in issue number 17. This unique Superman experience explores what the identity of Clark Kent meant to those around him and what their relationship to Superman will be in the future. All the rules are about to change, and it all starts here. The dream team of writers Brian Michael Bendis, Matt Fraction, Greg Rucka, and Jody Hauser team up for this amazing special with art anchored by DC legend Kevin Maguire of Justice League fame, plus sequences focusing on each corner of the Superman universe by artists Steve Lieber and Mike Perkins from Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane, respectively. So this is also a one-shot, $4.99, kind of like an annual. If you're on Superman or Action, we'll probably pull a copy of this for you. If you're not on either of those titles, or you are and you just want to make sure you get one, let us know in the comments that you'd like to pull a copy of Superman Heroes number 1. Okay? Next, we got IDW in stores on January 29th. We have Usagi Yojimbo Color Classics number 1. So what IDW is going to do in this series is they're basically going to go back and reprint all of the classic Usagi Yojimbo comics, but they're going to be in full color this time. So it's kind of cool. It collects the original early issues of the acclaimed long-running series now in full color. Every issue will also feature new behind-the-scenes material and art. So whether you're a long-term fan of Usagi or a brand new to the adventures of the Ronin Rabbit, this series will be the perfect addition to your comic library. That's pretty cool. From Image this week, we only have one new one, but we have a pretty cool new one. The Protector number 1. From Simon Roy, who is the writer on Prophet, Sideways award-winning author Daniel M. Benson, Artyom Trakhanov from Undertow. There's a lot of people that are working on this. Jason Wordie from God Country, and Hassan Otsmane Elhau from Red Sonja. Comes a sci-fi adventure, equal parts Conan the Barbarian, Mad Max, and The Expanse. Of all the tribes that dwell in the hot ruins of far future North America, the Hudsoni reign supreme, but even they fear and obey the godlike Devas. When the Devas warn of an old-world demon in the conquered city of Chicago, Hudsoni war chief First Knife decides to deal with the threat personally. That's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
It is.
It looks cool. It looks kind of, sci-fi, Western, Ronin sort of thing. I got to flip through a preview that was in the back, I think, of Family Tree number 2. But there you go, brand new series launching from Image on January 29th called Protector. Okay? Here we go with the bombardment of miniseries and one-shots. There's really, like, the only thing that's coming up, they're all miniseries. So from Marvel this week, spinning out of Amazing Spider-Man, comes Amazing Spider-Man Daily Bugle number 1 of 5. 5-issue miniseries. The journalist must speak truth to power, whether or not it's wielded responsibly. Helmed by Peter Parker's mentor, Robbie Robertson, the Daily Bugle staff is at last chasing stories that matter. And in a city under Mayor Wilson Fisk, keeping the public informed is as essential as it is dangerous. Weaving between events in Amazing Spider-Man and Daredevil, Matt Johnson and Mac Chatter are following a lead into Kingpin and Spider-Man's past that will change the way you look at the web-slinger now and as his story continues. So, kind of a detective-y, newspaper-y sort of investigative journalism 5-issue miniseries.
Too many Spider-Man titles.
I agree.
Is this 7?
I think so. It's $3.99. The main cover on your screen right here is by Mark Bagley. There's a variant cover by Stanley Lubera that we don't have the image of. That's Dom's pointing to. It's not there.
It's not there.
We're hidden. It's hidden from your vision because we're magicians. But yeah, if you want that series, let us know. I'm not going to auto sub all of our like 60 some subscribers from Spider-Man to this. It sounds like it's a Spider-Man Daredevil kind of thing to wade through. But if you're interested, let me know and we'll make it happen for you. We'll definitely have some copies, probably not a ton of them. So next from Marvel, also in stores on January 29th, we have Avengers of the Wastelands number 1.
Interested in this one.
It's also a 5-issue miniseries. It is a new story from the world of Old Man Logan. In a world where most of the superheroes fell at the hands of the Red Skull over 50 years ago, a new force rises in the wastelands. Danny Cage wields the mighty Mjolnir for the cause of peace, but when the brutal regime of Doctor Doom forces Dwight, a.k.a. the owner of the surviving Ant-Man technology, to Danny, and Hulk in a last-ditch effort to survive, Avengers may assemble once more. Spinning out of the saga begun in Old Man Logan, following up in Old Man Quill and Dead Man Logan, this is the can't-miss premiere of Ed Brisson and Jonas Scharf's magnum opus. $3.99. Main cover on my side is by Juan Jose Rip, and the variant cover on Dom's side is by Gary Brown.
You didn't catch Old Man Logan, the finale.
Yeah.
That'll help you catch it.
Help you figure out what's going on.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll sub all of the folks who are on Old Man Logan or Old Man Quill onto this. I mean, it's a logical extension of that, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
Jake Woods thinks it is.
Okay.
Sub that.
That's good. All right. I think. Anyway,
I think it's because you don't know what happens.
Right.
At the end of Old Man Logan. Well, you know what happens, but they're just left there.
Right.
You don't know what's going on.
Gotcha.
So it's a good one.
So this is going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right. 5-issue miniseries, Avengers of the Wastelands, number 1, with a main cover and a variant cover. Okay? We have four, count them, Dom, 4 The End one-shots that are dropping on the same day, January 29th. And the first of those one-shots is Captain America The End number 1. Just a one-shot. The final Captain America story. Steve Rogers fights for survival in a post-apocalyptic wasteland populated by hordes of Red Skulls. Legendary writer and artist Eric Larson is taking the helm of this one and returns to Marvel for an oversized last tale of Simon and Kirby's American hero. Main cover on my side is by Raza. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Eric Larson. All of these The End one-shots are $4.99. So if you want them all, let us know. If you want to pick and choose, your covers, they're just one-shots, so we can't subscribe you to them all, but we can pull whichever ones you ask us
You
for.
make a list.
Of these.
So they're at the counter.
I mean, there's 4 of them right here, so...
Oh, they're all here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the next one right here. Captain Marvel, The End, also in stores January 29th. The one on the left or the right?
Left.
Yeah, I agree. The final Captain Marvel story. 50 years ago, Carol Danvers went into the deepest reaches of the cosmos to spread peace and justice, and she hasn't seen a familiar face since. Whatever happened to the planet she once called home? Reuniting Captain Marvel's super team, Kelly Thompson and Carmen Carnero. Main cover on my side is by Raza. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Peach Momoko.
That's why it's Raza.
Yeah. He's doing the main covers for all of the end one-shots. Yeah. $4.99. Both covers are open to order, so let us know if you want the Momoko one or the Raza one, and we can make that happen for you.
Wow.
Not to be undone. Next in stores on January 29th, we have Deadpool The End, number one.
Raza.
Yeah. Yeah, the one on the left is Raza. I don't know how you say his name. The final Deadpool story. Wade Wilson may seem like he is unkillable, but there is more than one way to put an end to him. But don't take my word for it. Quintessential Deadpool scribe Joe Kelly and record-setting Deadpool artist Mike Hawthorne team up to provide it to you. Deadpool is done for. Main cover on my side by Raza. Variant cover on Dom's side by Salva Espin. Again, just a one-shot, $4.99. Let us know if you want cover A, cover B, both of them, and we'll make that happen for you. The End apparently never ends because we also have Doctor Strange The End in stores January 29th. The final Doctor Strange story. The Sorcerer Supreme makes his final journey through a cyberpunk sprawl that forgot about magic. Reteaming the critically acclaimed creative team of Leah Williams and Felipe Andrade. The main cover on my side is by Raza. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Felipe Andrade. Both are good. Just a one-shot, $4.99. Let us know if you want any of them. We'll make it happen for you. Here we go. Here's another 5-issue miniseries from the folks at Marvel. We've got Ravencroft, number 1 of 5, that is in stores on January 29th. You might have remembered a couple weeks ago we did a couple of the Ravencroft one-shots, but this is the 5-issue miniseries that's kind of talking about the Ravencroft home for Institute for the Criminally Insane, kind of like Arkham. After the hellish horrors of absolute carnage, the Ravencroft Institute has received a much-needed facelift and is open for business with a new staff, including John Jameson, looking to atone for the part that he played in Absolute Carnage. But will Ravencroft return the mentally unstable villains of the Marvel Universe to upstanding citizens and give John the redemption he's looking for, or will they fall prey to the hospital's seemingly sinister nature? The main cover on my side is by Kyle Hotz, who is freaking amazing. There is a variant cover by Kim Jacinto, but we don't have an image for that. So, 5-issue miniseries, $3.99. Ravencroft, number 1 of 5.
I don't like how they have to make it like Gotham.
Yeah, right? Like Arkham? I don't know. Yeah. It does. I mean, it's
dark,
almost
Gotham
identical.
look.
Right. Even with the little thing above the entryway, the arc, you know.
Come on, man.
I know.
Whatever.
Whatever. Okay, from Vault Comics in stores January 29th. This is the sequel to the original Vagrant Queen miniseries. This is Vagrant Queen Planet Called Doom. Ida Althair is finally managed to build a happy life until a mysterious man in an ancient white ship shows up and takes it all away. And hey, where the hell is Isaac? I don't know, but you can find out in this book right here. Cover A on my side is by Jason Smith. Cover B is by Tim Daniel. If you were on the previous Vagrant Queen series, we'll probably auto-sub you to this new one. If you're interested, we still have the issues out here in the sea, and we can get you on the new series from the folks at Vault. Okay, from Dynamite and in stores January 29th, we have George R.R. Martin's Clash of Kings number 1. The Song of Ice and Fire saga continues in the official comic book adaptation by the folks at Dynamite. Following the events of A Game of Thrones, Westeros is embroiled in civil war, while Daenerys, as heir to the Targaryen dynasty, seeks to reclaim the Iron Throne. Arya, with the help of Yoren, a brother of the Night's Watch, has escaped from King's Landing, but the road to the Wall brings its own dangers. Meanwhile, Sansa attends a tournament on the sadistic King Joffrey's name day, and Bran in Winterfell suffers from strange dreams of wolves. 4 different covers available. If you dig the Game of Thrones stuff, these are the actual comic adaptations of Martin's novels. Cover A on my side is by Mike Miller. Cover B on Dom's side is by Mel Ruby. Cover C on my side is by Steven Segovia. And cover D on Dom's side is by Butch Geiss. So let us know if you would like to pull one or sub to that series, and we'll make that happen for you. The only issue is I think this was supposed to come out in October, and here we are now into January, in the end of January nonetheless, that this thing's coming out. So not always timely releases for the Martin stuff.
Right.
All right, next up from Dynamite, we have Miss Fury #1 in stores January 29th. The debut issue marking the return of one of the most influential characters in comics history. This one was also supposed to come out in October, with Miss Fury Joy Division. Multi-Eisner nominee Billy Tucci from She and Sergeant Rock, and rising star Emma Kubert. I wonder if that is one of the Andy or Adam Kubert's daughters. I got to look into that, because that's really cool if they're now in a third generation of comic book artists. Emma Kubert recaptures the legend of the original Catwoman, Marla Drake, and her army of Black Furies that take readers from the warring skies above New York City and into the heart of Hitler's Third Reich in spirit of an all-female Inglorious Bastards. It sounds pretty freaking cool. Cover A on my side up here is by Billy Tucci. Cover B on Dom's side is by Emma Kubert, which is what it's going to look like inside because she's doing the interior work. Cover C down here is by Ken Lashley. Cover D on Dom's side is by Mike McCone. And cover E down here on my side, where she's dodging all these bullets and artillery, is by Jan Duursma, which they're all really good covers, and it sounds kind of fun. So if you'd like to subscribe to that, comment sub. If you just want to pull one of those 5 open-to-order covers, let us know which one, and we'll make it happen for you. All right, lastly, but certainly not least, we have from Valiant, Quantum and Woody, who are back in a new 5-issue miniseries coming out on January 29th, the worst superhero duo in the world. For those of you who don't know, Quantum and Woody have these bracelets that they wear, and when they clang them together, they each have superpowers for an hour. So it's kind of like Hourman, but they have to have their partner there to be able to become super empowered.
Who's the other guy? The Hulk guy.
Hulk guy?
From DC?
Hourman? Well, the Atom Smasher.
No, the one was like Hulk.
Oh, Damage.
Damage.
Which was one of the, I think it was the original Hourman's great-grandkid or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, new 5-issue miniseries, Earth's last hope against stopping a coalition of mad scientists from destroying the planet. Here they are, Quantum and Woody. Cover A on my side is by David Nakayama. Cover B on Dom's side is by Dave Johnson. Cover C on my side is by David Lopez, and cover D on Dom's side is The Blink. So if you'd like to add Quantum and Woody to your pull, let us know. If you just want to pull, or to your subscription, let us know. If you just want to copy, also let us know. And last but not least, we have, I just said that for Valiant, but I'm doing it again. We have the entire list of all of the books that are on FOC this coming Monday. So it's all broken down by publisher. You've got Boom, you've got Dark Horse, DC, Dynamite, IDW, all those guys are on there. There are trades that are listed on there, but this is the entire list that I get to go through on Monday to be able to do FOC for you all. So if there's anything that you see that you would like to purchase on here, but you're not sure of, do we want to show them how it works, Dom? Let's give them the whirl. All right. So just all you have to do is highlight the diamond item code that's right there, copy that sucker to your clipboard, paste that into a web browser, and the very first thing that should come up is going to be the Previews World listing for Betty Page Unbound number 10, cover A. Sometimes you'll get an image, sometimes it'll have the image coming soon because there's no image yet. It's got the solicit information right there, the price, all that good stuff, so that you can kind of comb through that massive list of books and comics and things, and let us know what you want to order before 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday, January 6th. Yeah, that's all. That's it, man. That's all we have for you this week. We hope that you guys have a great weekend and that you're still having a cranking 2020, even though we're, 3 days into it. But we appreciate you taking the time to watch the videos and hang out with us. If you have questions, let us know. And, just make sure you get your orders in before 5 p.m. on Monday. That's it. I'm John. See you guys. Have a great weekend.
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just at the lean, the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting no licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda.